My sister did not cry when our father died. She cried when she learned the will was real. I remember sitting in my parents' living room, surrounded by flowers and casseroles and uncomfortable relatives who kept whispering that grief brings families together. But grief did not bring my family together. It ripped us apart. Because my father left behind one final choice, a choice my sister thought she could rewrite, a choice she believed she was entitled to correct. She always believed things belonged to her if she simply wanted them enough. And this time, she wanted my inheritance. The day everything started, she walked into the house with red eyes that looked more rehearsed than emotional. She hugged our mother tightly, kissed her cheek, and immediately asked to see the will. Not how are you holding up? Not what can I do to help? Just where is it? My stomach tightened the moment she said it. She had not spoken to our father in almost 2 years. Not a phone call, not a birthday message, not even a visit when he was in the hospital. But now she wanted to see what he left behind. She had always been this way. I was the oldest, the responsible one. The one who visited, called, fixed things, managed paperwork, and paid bills when our parents struggled. She was the younger one who drifted in and out of the family like a tourist. She showed up when there were gifts, celebrations, or chances to shine. And when she did not get what she wanted, she burned bridges with the same ease she once crossed them. My mother pointed to the drawer where the envelope sat. My sister moved so fast it looked like she was afraid someone would take it before she could. She pulled out the papers, unfolded them, and her face changed instantly. My name, not hers. Next to everything significant, a savings account, the house, our father's collection, the land he inherited from his father, the trust he quietly built for the last decade of his life. All of it came to me. The only thing she received was a small monetary gift. A gift that was generous, but not equal. She stood there, silent for a long moment, clutching the papers like they were burning her hands. And then she snapped. "This is wrong," she said. "Dad would never do this. You must have changed it." I blinked. Changed it? As if wills were things you could rewrite like shopping lists. "It is his handwriting," I said quietly. She shook her head. "You manipulated him. You always do. You convinced him to give everything to you because you were his favorite." Favorite. A word she used like a weapon. My mother stepped in, voice soft but steady. "He left things that way because he trusted him. He knew who would take care of things." My sister's eyes narrowed, as if my mother had taken my side. In her world, people only existed in 2 categories, on her team or betraying her. She stormed out of the room, slamming the door so hard, one of the picture frames fell off the wall. That was the beginning. The storm arrived the next day. The theft I woke up early, walked into the study to gather more paperwork, and froze. The drawer was open. The envelope was missing. I tore through the house, room by room, refusing to believe what every instinct already knew. She stole the will. I ran outside barefoot, scanning the driveway, the mailbox, the street. Her car was gone. She had taken the one thing our father left behind to keep peace, and she intended to destroy it. My first thought was to call her. My second was to call my mother. My third was anger so deep it felt like someone lit a match inside my chest. I finally called her. She let it ring. Then she sent a text. "It is being corrected. You are welcome." Corrected, I knew exactly what that meant. She was going to destroy the will, force the estate to default into equal division, and pretend she was doing the right thing. She always wrapped selfishness in moral language. It made her feel like the hero. I stared at her message for a long time before replying. "You just committed a felony." Her response came 15 seconds later. "You cannot prove anything." She was wrong. But I let her believe she won. Sometimes the best revenge begins with silence. The setup our father was meticulous. He kept backups of everything. I knew that will was not the only copy. I drove to his lawyer's office that afternoon. When I walked in, the lawyer looked up with a sad smile. "I was expecting you," he said. "Your father left something for you." He handed me a sealed envelope with my name on it. Inside were 2 things: a second copy of the will and a note in my father's shaky handwriting. "Do not let her take this from you. There are things I want you to protect." I sat in the quiet office for a long moment, holding that note like it was a final hug. Then the lawyer told me something else. "Your sister already called this morning. She wanted to know if the will could be changed posthumously." The answer was no. She did not like that answer. I felt something cold settle inside me. She was not done, not even close. The gathering stormed. 2 days later, my extended family arrived for the informal memorial dinner. My sister showed up late. She walked in, dressed all in black like the star of a tragic film. She hugged cousins she had not spoken to in years. She allowed people to cry on her shoulders so she could look compassionate.
Ow.
Then she took control. She stood in the living room and announced loudly, "The will is invalid." The room fell silent.
Ouch.
People looked confused. My mother looked furious. I just watched her perform. She waved her hand dramatically. There was a mistake. Dad never meant to leave everything to him. That is not who he was. We are going to make things right. She looked around the room like she expected applause. Instead, I stepped forward with a calmness that surprised me. "Actually," I said, "Dad made 2 copies." Her smile faltered. I pulled the envelope from my bag. "This is the original copy from his lawyer. Signed, dated, confirmed." My sister's face drained of color. She lunged toward me. "You are lying." I handed the document to our uncle, the most level-headed person in the room. He scanned the signature. He nodded once. "This is real," he said. You could feel the air shift. She broke. She started shaking her head. "Doe." "No, he would not do this. He loved me too." My voice cracked but stayed steady. "He did. But love does not erase responsibility." Her hands trembled. Her voice rose. She said things she could never take back. "You manipulated him. You poisoned him against me. You always had everything. You do not deserve any of this." My mother stepped between us, her face pale with heartbreak. "What you did was unforgivable," she whispered. "You stole your father's will. You tried to erase his last wishes," my sister screamed. Actually screamed. "I deserve it. I deserve it more than him." And there it was. The truth she could never hide. Not grief, not fairness, not justice. Entitlement. Pure and unfiltered. I turned to the family. "You all heard her. She admitted taking the will. She admitted trying to destroy it." My sister froze. Then she ran out of the house. The aftermath: 2 weeks passed before anyone heard from her. When she finally reached out, it was not to apologize. She wanted money, not forgiveness, not reconciliation. Money. I did not reply. Some betrayals do not get second chances. My mother went no contact. My uncles stopped defending her. My cousins apologized to me for believing her dramatic entrance at the memorial. The truth always reveals itself, sometimes violently, and sometimes gracefully. My father's estate settled easily. I honored every wish he wrote down. I took care of the house. I maintained the land he loved. I protected the things he wanted protected. As for my sister, she posted a long rant online about being betrayed by family. She refused to mention what she actually did. Victimhood was always more comfortable than accountability, but people talk. Family talks. Her story fell apart quickly, and the last time I saw her, she could not look me in the eye. Because deep down, she knew the truth. I did not expose her to punish her. I exposed her because my father trusted me, and I was not going to let her rewrite his final words.